So day 2 out here at CMP in South Carolina with Pre. Turn the volumes up. I did the best I could to get everything I could with these kids and everything they did for Air Fence for all of us riders.
Who did all the cooking, and everybody else who contributed to that. We've raised over $500 now that we took in last night. That's going to go for our Air Fence fundraiser. And if you were there yesterday evening, you maybe purchased a bracelet from all of our. Did you get one? Hold the custom somebody. So we have a new affiliate vendor. And the name of this vendor is the BFF Bracelet Company. And it's all come out here, y'all. When I say your name, raise your hand up so everybody can see who you are. Okay? We got Zara, Lila, Drew, Harper, and so they were so industrious last night. They made all these bracelets, and so many of you were kind enough to buy bracelets, and they donated over $100. The money that we raised last night, they donated at least 100. It's a little over 125. Wow! Thank you so much, guys. So I'm sure they'd be happy to hook you up with the bracelet, and so if you would want one, custom made, especially for you with your specifications. And I just want to say thank you so much for helping us out, and I'm sure they're going to be around today, so if you get a chance, thank them too. Thanks, guys.
So before we really get into this video, I want to address a couple things that's going on with Pre and why I feel like they're such an amazing organization. These guys are putting up Air Fence everywhere, and they're leaving it there for other organizations to use. And what they did at CMP for us is they put out a barbecue, meet and greet kind of thing, where everybody can meet each other and kind of hang out and talk, you know, track or bikes or whatever. And all the donations from that go to Air Fence, and they buy this Air Fence and they put it up at these tracks and they leave it there for everyone to use. And that by itself is an amazing thing. But on top of that, these kids got together and decided they were going to raise money as well. So what they did was they made bracelets for everyone, and it was free of charge. They were just taking donations. They raised, I think it was $120 some and gave it all to Pre for the Air Fence. And they may have raised more than that because they were still doing this all day Sunday as well. This was Sunday morning that it was announced at the riders meeting that they were doing all this stuff Saturday and Saturday afternoon. So I'm sure they raised a lot more money, which is really exciting, and it's just a great thing. And the Air Fence, if you're out here on one of these tracks, you're gonna understand just how important it actually is.
Butthole puckered?
Did you see that shit?
Yes, What had happened was
I'm not leaning my front end off enough, so I got more weight on the rear. So when I lean that far over, you just kind of skid the rear out some. And I was able to see.
you can see where the tire slid. See it scuffed?
Yeah.
See how you're not using that side of the tire? It's colder than that side. So it's a little bit less grip. You didn't fall. What the fuck are you worried about?
That's true.
That should, if anything, you should be like, I gotta get my ass over.
Wow.
Gotta get my ass over.
I was on that one, I felt like.
Not that, when you lost the rear,
Well, no, not
You had been all session. Yeah, you looked really good all session.
Well, I saw
You were
his
not
bike
off
and
the
I'm like,
seat.
all right.
You were not off the seat when you went in that corner. Up until then, you looked really good. Feel good?
Yeah. Even that fucking save, I was like...
No, I mean, you Superman flailed a little bit, and we're good to go. But now you know what it feels like, too, when you lose the rear. Like, you felt it.
After watching everything, all the footage I have, front and rear cameras, 100+ times, what I did basically was I missed my tip-in point, I was passed and I was trying to make up for the lost time, and I throttled the wrong section of that turn and my rear end just decided to step out. I had the wrong body positioning, and everything was just set up for disaster in that corner in order to make up time, and that's what I was trying to do. And that's what happened. It stepped out a little bit, I flailed a little bit on the bike, and the cameras don't like I was bucked off of the bike, which was pretty fun, I guess. I didn't feel any anxiety or anything at the time. It didn't settle in until later on in the afternoon, and I kind of got a little freaked out, but that's just part of it. We moved on, and now we're gonna do some rear-facing camera stuff, some cool angles, and a lot of the guys that were out there, I wanted to show just who we were riding with. This guy behind us, number 21, it was his very first track day as well on his bike and everything, so we were both noobs together. We talked a lot after we were coming in and out of the sessions and everything about how we felt, how our bikes were doing, you know, where we feel comfortable, where we feel a little timid, and hopefully I get to see this guy out there again. And if you're watching this, man, make sure you say something down in the comment section below. Maybe we can get back together at CMP in just a couple weeks. I will say, given the very limited amount of stuff that I put in here from Josh, Tex, Godfather, Scott, everybody from the Sicilian race team, Kuno, who gave us advice, I've put in 1/10 of what they have actually suggested to us. Like I mentioned in the previous two videos, it was nothing but helpful tips and tricks and hints and everything when we came into the pits from our sessions. Every session the entire weekend was just great, and it was a lot of suggestions on improvement and everything that we can do to better ourselves. Now, I will say I've never paid closer attention to the things that I'm doing on a bike with these cameras that I'm doing while we are on the track. Now, when we're on the bike, I completely forget about the cameras, but reviewing the footage and everything, I'm going over this 100 times each lap.
you're far smoother. You weren't as fucking like. Well, I think that was your best session all weekend, without a doubt.
Good shit.
I didn't know how it felt for you.
It felt good. Way better than the session before. Way better.
Good.
I had to get out of my head.
You looked a bit more comfortable, and I was saying to Josh, like, just go out and ride, and then when you realise you can't do something, ask why, and then we can really start doing some coaching, right? Just let you go and fucking find the bike, and you've never ridden this type of bike, you've never ridden on the racetrack, you've probably never ridden these sort of streets and brake this hard, right? With that much force going through it, so there's so much to learn, and just because you can ride dirt and road doesn't really mean shit, really. Like,
I've figured that out pretty quick.
yeah, right? Like, so it's a whole new skill to learn, and the more you ride different disciplines, the better you get, man. It's like you couldn't go jump on a trails bike and start fucking bunny hopping.
This is great.
Why don't you do another session? Do another session. There's no rush. Just don't have to do the whole 20 minutes, man. Go out and run some, like, go run like 5 fucking smooth laps and come in.
Coming in for what was going to be our last session, we were going to pack it in and head home on the 5.5 to 6 hour journey back to Virginia. Tex talked us in to coming back out and doing one more session with them, and we just really had a great time. We felt really great on the bike on Sunday. Everything was just kind of falling into place. A lot of stuff was clicking, even though we still have a whole lot to learn.
Stops to that throttle yet?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
On that session, yeah. Because I was thinking about Josh, this guy caught me right there, and I was like, I got more.
Because I was watching you come between out of 1, 2, and 3. You're still tentative, which is completely expected at this point.
No, it's not.
But
Stitch that little thing up.
GP shift throughout most of Saturday and Sunday. We only had 2 mishaps. That was the better of the 2. Actually, it was the worst of the 2. GP shift, if you're not familiar with it, is a reversed shift pattern on your bike. Now what we have actually done, so we can get more used to this R6, since it has GP shift on it and a quick shifter and all of the bells and whistles, we changed our Triumph Tiger to GP shift as well. There's nothing more embarrassing and troubling than trying to catch another gear and you actually downshift, you know, or upshift or whatever. You miss the gear you're going for and you end up revving real high on a straight, and you have your buddy looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? So again, I couldn't thank Pre and all of their CRs and all of my buddies and everybody that was out there with the Sicilian race team and everything for, you know, just an awesome weekend, and really being as fresh and new as we were. Like all the information and all the support that we got when we were out there just made us feel that much more comfortable, and really it made us appreciate this new style of riding that we're going to be doing for however long. Now we are locked in for CMP coming back to this track in early October. So just in a few weeks we will be back down here in South Carolina. We're going to be doing the same track, and after that we're going to go to VIR. We're going to do a Sunday at VIR, and that's going to be the season ender. But after that we have all next year, and however many years after this. Next season we're planning on going to Summit. We're going to go to VIR. I mean, we're going to go all over the place. It's going to be great. We're going to document all of it and come out with some really good stuff for you guys to view. These were the last few laps that we actually ran while we were out at CMP. I'm gonna end the voiceover stuff now. I'm pretty sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk anyways. I'll just leave you guys with some hopefully solid lines and some progression that we have made while we were out here at CMP. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, share with all your buddies. And hopefully I'll see you at the CMP. And until next time, I'm Novice Moto.
I saw you sketching in that corner. It was scaring you. Get down. Pop up. Move your ass to the same time. Pop up. And yeah, there you go. Now. So pop up, forward, and over. Pop up. It's just one of those things you gotta, you know, you got a lot of sensory overload. Digging.
I'm